Seeing none, at 6:51, I'll call to order the General Government and Public Safety Committee meeting. Attendance has been taken. Any comments from citizens? No. Seeing none, we will close comments from citizens. First item on your State Department. Anything you want to find out, bring in? 2 accidents the other morning. Already know that. Any questions from the report in the packet? Any questions for the chief? Seeing none, we'll move on to the fire department. The reports in the packet. Chief, anything you want to bring up?
Glad you said we got our truck the other day.
Is it painted?
No, it's green like a frog. But I mean, we've got a little minor thing so far we've dealt with, but other than that, it's in really good shape. We all see the thing. Body wise and everything for being a 2003 model and everything, it looks like no. We had an issue though. The 61-foot ladder, so there's a nozzle on the end of it. You can operate it from like 3 different spots, I believe, in it. Yep. And it's not operating. So we've done some checking and stuff, and we've had some people look at it, and it kind of led us to another thing. So I've called Pierce out of St. Louis, and 25th they're going to come up and look it over for us. They've got all the records on it. Even though it came from Pennsylvania, they can get into Pierce's system and things. So right now it blew a fuse is what it did. And it didn't operate. We stuck a fuse back in there. It's operating.
A little bigger one than
And we want to know why it's blowing the fuse. But we want to know why the fuse is blowing. And other than that, it's
you buy something, comes in with the
I
service.
mean, bottom-wise, it seems. I mean, I think we did a good job of what we purchased and everything.
the blue fuse. Is it blown multiple fuses?
No, just one.
One.
Or just-
And I talked to the guys from Pierce, and they said, they can trace it back. The ladder rotates on a commutator, so if he said sometimes being it wasn't run for a while, they'll get rusty and stuff. And I'm sure that's been setting because another guy done took theirs. Maybe that's what it is, so we'll see.
That could actually get you, if there was a lot of resistance in that, from building up rust, that could be what blew the fuse.
Could be something, but we'll find out.
Might have just something.
And if it's
Cup holders off.
and if it's something big, Matthew has found our emails and stuff where they said the truck everything was running right on it. So we'll let you all deal.
So, numbers on the truck, so obviously we had the budget of $165,000. Got the truck for $100,000. Year $5,100, and then estimate that's going to paint it for us, quote for it. They're estimating between 15 to 20,000. So, budget wise, we're going to have roughly almost 39 to 40,000 to help equip the truck and bring it up to speed. Obviously, we're going to have some money to pay these guys to look at it and figure out the wiring issue. But I feel like we're in a pretty good spot with it.
We also have that $20,000 matching grant from ARPA. Pretty good.
And we will say it's over there in that station hall, 4 or 5, whatever over there. It's stacked up pretty tight inside there, so you careful pulling out.
Nice. You've been needing it. Good.
Sooner or later down the line, we might have to either figure out to build on the back of it, continue on, or to side or something.
We understand that.
Yep.
step in the right direction. Anything else, sir? Question?
Oh, and I do have a couple applications that have been around, and we're gonna see about getting them. I'll take them to City Hall, and we've looked them over and everything. One of them is Demi's boy, he's been cadetting with us for I don't know how long now, and then there's another young lady that wants to.
Cases to join it.
Yeah.
Push it from the.
Yeah.
Good. Don't see anything in the packet from other public safety or economic development. And Park Board and meeting minutes are in the packet. Any discussion on that? Same for the library board, agenda and minutes are in the packet. Any discussion? Nothing for the cemetery or tree board and then financial statement.
Quick question on the tree board. Who here is a alternate advisory member on the tree board? Do we have an alternate advisory member on the tree board?
Not to my knowledge. And I don't know.
Would someone kindly convey to the tree board that this would be a good time for them to start figuring out exactly what they want to plant as replacement trees for oak trees that we're taking down? We're considering that where for decades, the municipalities have it planting only male trees, fruit, fall, Doing that is you wind up with a problem. Instead, they plant only perennial trees, they pollen drop over everything, and they won't get the fruit because there's only trees. So, yeah, but they need to have a good variety so that we don't have monoculture trees, so that we don't wind up with.
So
Yet
we,
another.
we have talked to, Jim Lee about that, and
Good.
he agrees. We would probably choose, I think, between 8 different tree varieties and no more than 20 to 30% of any one tree in the replant. But yeah, we didn't talk about specifically. A few months, I wouldn't even thought about that. So we didn't.
Thank you.
Do we want to plant them in our easement?
Well,
Well, you
yes
can't,
and no.
yeah, you can't plant, so what we have writing on ordinance and stuff is that we only have certain things about how close to an intersection. Right of ways, and then not supposed to plant trees in the period. So,
Yeah, I would think you'd discourage them from putting them in the easement. Lines growing.
yeah,
Water
well,
lines.
we do have.
You had a problem with roots growing into the water lines.
Yeah.
That's liability.
Well, and yeah, it's, the ordinances that cover trees of any size and easements, but yeah, as far as the right of way goes, the only thing in there that it's like a 35-foot intersecting lines meet 35 feet from that point, for kind of like a visual obstruction. You can't, not supposed to have trees in that box, but we obviously have done.
I think one thing that we just need to learn from the past is, it's a small tree now, it's not gonna be a small tree 25, 30 years from now. And you gotta look at the future, so we need to be very vigilant about making sure that their setbacks are correct in the trees from an intersection, to make sure that we put in a right of way, that we go over the loom truck or whatever we need to, and pull it out by the roots and get back. Been put up wrong for many years, and they have to forgive us after, which is time that we start setting up a firm expectation of holding our setbacks and our expectations. We have a nightmare, some different things that went on, we need to make sure we stick with it.
Yeah, yeah. He said.
So this is kind of.
Let's do it under avenue.
Something for us.
Yep.
If it,
Moving on to financial statements. Any, anything on the financial statement?
No, not at this time.
Payable in 1250, going at 315,906.33. Any discussion there?
Besides, here's a motor replacement, was that for the boom tractor, right?
we decided, so the motor in the boom tractor. That's the same tractor that we had discussed purchasing a new boom for the last 2 or 3 years. Kind of expanded on what we got. So we decided to replace the motor in that tractor and go through the unit itself, which is what that price describes, instead of in the future needing the next, 2 to 5 years. Hopefully the tractor will then allow us to keep it instead of purchasing a new one, right? Tractor with a new boom on it, 260.
And what,
So, yeah, so, and, we can utilize this one, we may have to look at the boom. Last time I looked at the boom, I think it was 40 or 50 grand itself. So,
This is what we use to mow.
it's just, so instead of, got this one fixed, we may look at the boom for it to bring it all the way back up to speed, versus another.
Reasonable plan. Any other discussion on the bill on 1250? Any other general government? Any ask me all right?
So on the electric side, we are looking at electric, water, basically both, and some street, but look at maybe some more costs. We are dealing right now with, so just for an example, when these contractors on residential, new construction or anything for upgrading to underground electric, they are digging in conduit, from transformer source to the house. For years, I think everybody thought that the county inspection included that trench inspection to make sure the conduit was the right size, the depth, put together correctly, not a bunch of fittings in it. Yeah, so we reached out to them to make sure that's what they were doing. Got an email saying, yes, we're inspecting it. So that for about a week, and then we got another email saying, actually, no, we don't actually look at the trench. We're just inspecting the meter base on the house. So what we're seeing now is conduit is sometimes not at the depth it needs to be, which is 24 inches deep. We've got people trying to heat up the conduit to bend it, fitting in it. When we go out there to pull our wire in, dig it up, cut it, put new splices in it. Electric department got a green tag electric, so in the world that means, hey, we're ready for power. Clayton said the guys out there and himself went out there to go prep, pull wire, and there was no pipe. It was just a meter base on the side of the house.
so we're gonna start that back in.
So Clayton and I are working together to, we're gonna get a list together for Tara to let you guys see, but we want to put an inspection in there. So when that conduit is being dug in, we have specs saying we need to see this or else we're not bringing the wire. and we have nothing in place at this moment. So, you know, we're looking for things that we can protect the city as far, you know, as far as we can. We don't want to over permit people and over inspect what they're doing, but also we have to have some sort of, you know, something to go off of and
It
it
protects the-
protects the city and.
That information we just used, we should walk, I mean, in reality, we should walk away, sorry, we can't do our job, you
Yeah.
gotta come fix it, contractor, and.
So,
Sooner than later, probably, I mean, because if somebody builds something.
Yeah.
Won't buy it.
well, and that, yeah, the Green Tech Electric was what, 3 weeks ago that they called and said, you know,
We have 4 or 5 of them right now that have no pipe. They're tagged, but we-
That's a point, I mean, the sooner we have something in place that we can enforce.
Well, we made them come back and put the pipe in.
You know, we won't touch ground.
well, we just can't do it.
To get the green tag, you just,
Come back, put the pipe in.
But if it's being inspected, that sounds like a wild card for the people that cut the corners, and that goes blank. So once you uphold that, put that in place and start to measure for it, and inspect for it, that problem goes away.
Absolutely.
You know, the electric, the water's a little different because water, we dig our service to that meter pit, and stop, and then the customer takes off with it. With the electric side, you know, we basically install that wire and kind of take ownership of that secondary wire. So if it burns up, if it, something else happens, then we go back and fix it. And we're just finding all sorts of stuff that be there. I think it's time we start implementing some inspections into our process and.
And a reasonable fee to
Yeah.
cover our costs. Yeah, it doesn't need to be a moneymaker, but just,
For example, the temporary electric fee right now is $25. So to go out there and inspect the trench and pull in wire, we're gonna have to look at that permit fee increase.
yeah, like I said, we wanna make money, you know, we don't wanna lose money.
On the working on that. And come up with some numbers.
Mary,
we can go to the good ground.
I have a motion and a second. Opposed? Motion carries, we are adjourned, thank you.